Welcome everybody. If you're new here and you have no idea what you're looking at, stay with me for a second. If you're a returning viewer and you've heard all the intro stuff already, you can skip ahead, about a minute or just listen anyways. But if you're new here and you don't know what anything you're looking at is, check the description down below. There is a link not only to the Google Sheet that you're seeing on screen that has a table of contents that links you to everything you need to know about the hack at the moment. Of course, more will be added to this as development continues. Also, ignore the fact that it's cropped weirdly. It's just because of the way I'm sharing the changes sheet right now for the video. Yeah, please give that a look. You can check out everything for yourself. It'll answer a lot of your questions in regards to the overall balancing and the way that the hack works and all that fun stuff. And then there is also a video playlist link down below that has videos explaining the philosophy of my hacks and Scrambled Scarlet specifically. And then lastly, there is also a Discord link that you should join. Excuse me, that was gross as hell. There is a Discord link down below in the description that you can look at and join my community. It's pretty dope. And I put live progress updates and all that fun stuff, and yeah, it'll answer a lot of your questions. There's a whole text channel dedicated to Scrambled Scarlet and explaining things about the hack there as well. With that being said, though, we got Maushold and Tandem Mouse, very, very funny Pokemon. A lot of like little things to get into here that I want to explain. So first off, yes, they have Technician. I removed Cheek Pouch and Friend Guard, I believe what their other two abilities are, because they're just not very good on them. Friend Guard is good in doubles, but this game, there's like 3 double battles in the entire hack at most. Probably like 2 if I'm being real. It's Rhyme, and then maybe like one of the Nemona fights will be doubles just for the fun of it. That's probably it. Because doubles are inherently kind of RNG heavy, and I don't know. The point is, it's probably like 3 double battles tops. Yeah, so Rattled might seem kind of ass here if you're like just looking at this at a glance. However, Rattled is actually pretty great because it allows you to run a different item and still get a speed boost, because 116 speed is fast and all, but first of all, you're not guaranteed a plus speed nature, and second of all, there are still plenty of things that are faster than you. So switching in on because you have relatively good bulk, like especially with investment, if you run max HP, max attack, and then you switch in, or max defense, whatever, depending on the move you're switching in on, you take the hit. Now you get +1 speed, and now you can run a boosting item. You can run like Banded Double Edge, or whatever, tons of options. Any boosting item, you can Specs, Mud Bomber, whatever, all types of fun stuff you can run. One of the Fangs, whatever it is you need to do. Point is, Rattled, while situational, is very good because you have that infinite ability capsule that you can use to cycle between your abilities. So yeah, that's Rattled for you. It's a good ability. And then Full House. Full House is a funny little signature ability I gave them that comes from Victory Star. Essentially, that gives them a 1.1 times boost to accuracy. So I made Population Bomb 95% accurate, as well as Triple Axle. Triple Axle ends up, you can look at the move sheet if you want. I'll show it real quick. It ends up being like I have the numbers here. Yeah, you can read those numbers and see the exact accuracy. Like to get 3 hits, it's roughly an 85% chance. However, with Victory Star, I believe none of the hits will miss. So you get 100% accurate Triple Axle as well as 100% accurate Population Bomb. And you might be thinking, well, it's only 95% accurate. Why don't I just fucking run Technician and who cares, Well, the thing is, this isn't competitive where you need that extra damage boost all the time. So you should never be risking that 5% unless you are on Teamlocked, then you absolutely have no other options. But that should be like your last resort, is to risking that 5%. The point of the ability is that, because I was going to make it 90, I was going to keep it 90, but then it would be 99, which is like, come on, man. Like, I'm not about to do y'all like that. So, yeah, 95% accurate. Same with Triple Axle. That's the purpose of Full House. It's mostly for those 2 moves. Of course, you also get higher accuracy at Dreamy Kiss and Gunk Shot, but Gunk Shot, sure. At 99 is basically 100. You can pretend. Also, his only other poison move is Poison Fang, which is only 75. So, definitely worth it for Gunk Shot for some, coverage for certain boss fights, certain situations. Dreamy Kiss is like, okay, 93. I guess you could risk it if you wanted to, but it's more of just a cool little benefit. But yeah, the main point of Full House is to have a 100% accurate 200 base power move in Population Bomb. Yes, they quote-unquote only have 75 base attack, but that doesn't matter when it's a 200 base power move. I cannot explain how powerful that is. It is very, very strong. Technician is honestly overkill. Like, obviously for certain boss fights, you might need that power boost to kill a certain Pokemon, but at the end of the day, I feel like you might just be running Full House most of the time anyways. Technician is more for other moves with Population Bomb. However, Wide Lens, Technician, Pop Bomb, still very, very strong. Also, it only has 2 PP just for balancing reasons, because otherwise you could just like 6-0 some teams, honestly, if you outspeed with Population Bomb, because it breaks sashes as well, and it's just ridiculous. And then you also have Super Fang to bypass like Quick Claw, because Super Fang is a flinch cheese move that is exclusive to just rodent type Pokemon like Pachirisu and Maushold and stuff. who can use Super Fang and then get that, for example, with Quick Claw being a single-use consumable item, you can use that and then go from there. You can use that against the Quick Claw Pokemon, basically, on the AI team, and that'll destroy their Quick Claw or use it up, because the Quick Claw will still trigger, and then it's gone. And then, of course, it just puts things into range. You can use, like, Fake Out into Super Fang, into Quick Attack to get kills that you wouldn't otherwise be able to get with Technician. Even just Fake Out Quick Attack with Technician in general is great. Fake Out with all your multi-hit moves with loaded dice. Tail Slap, Pummel, Wallop, and Fury Swipes are all 100% accurate, 25 base power moves. All the multi-hit moves are 100% accurate besides Triple Axle. The vast majority of moves in this game in general are 100% accurate. You can see a list of moves that aren't. It's like 20 moves that aren't, and that's you can read about that on the sheet. Double hit early on as well, very strong. It makes up for the fact that they quote unquote only have, I'm using the term only loosely, 50 base attack, because yes, it's low, but then you realize how fast they are, and the fact that they get double hit at level 15, that's a 105 base power move with Technician, Harmonize. So another thing I want to cover is that their special attack is actually genuinely very usable. Also, Tidy Up is minus priority. I didn't cover that, but any setup move that gives you speed and another stat at the same time, or gives you +2 attack or special attack, like Swords Dance and Nasty Plot, is minus priority now. So Tidy Up is also, I believe, unless I kept Tidy Up normal because it is like on a exclusive Pokemon, no, it's still -1. Yeah, just for balancing reasons, because getting up a free Quick Claw, Tidy Up on a lead Pokemon versus a Taunt lead is pretty brainless, and it kind of bypasses the whole point of Taunt on the AI. So, yeah. What else? Super Fang, like I said, is a very, very good tool. Tons of other multi-hit and Technician boosted moves. All of them are underlined, as you can see. So you can check those out. The really cool ones, I think, like for special attack, because it's only 10 points lower, right? Especially early on, like you can get hella kills with like your special moves too, because you have some cool coverage moves like Draining Kiss, Disarming Voice, Dismal Cry, Mud Shot, Mud Bomber. Late game is super sick. I love that. A bit of a reach, but it fits fine. They already got the Mud Shot TM anyways. Let them cook with the Mud Bomber. Ice Spinner's Technician boosted and gives you +1 speed, so you could use that in conjunction with like Wide Lens, Population Bomb, or whatever if you need to with Technician. You've got options to boost your speed outside of Rattled and Scarf and Quick Claw. Agility even could work, obviously, for certain matchups. Again, I want to hit home that their bulk is actually pretty respectable, like in-game at least, when you have the ability to instantly customize your EVs. Like 74, 75 with investment is good, dude. Like, you'll tank hits. Obviously, it's not like the bulkiest thing in the world, but it'll take hits when you need it to. I've covered pretty much everything. Population Bomb's pretty late, just for balancing reasons. And again, 2 PP, that's still 2 kills. It's still, like, trust me, 2 PP is plenty. Even 3 would be, like, really, like, come on, man, I can always change it later on if I want it to have 3, but it's probably just going to stay at 2. Because, again, this is in-game. You still get in 2 kills if you position correctly. It's not, like, competitive where your 2 PP would be horrible, right? It's like, what the fuck, this move sucks ass. It's a very different environment, I guess you could say. I think I've covered basically everything. I mean, again, you've got cool debuffing moves like Harmonize and Disarming Voice and Dismal Cry that drop attacking stats by 1. Tickle's a great debuffing move. Early game, you could even, in general, you could run some like slack off cheese with like debuffing moves. The beauty of Teamlocked is that your Pokemon can now fulfill all types of roles, and so you can, for certain boss fights, run a bulky set, and then the next one run a more utility oriented and offensive oriented, whatever it is. So you can switch around your role very easily. You've also got Befriend and Charm, which are Befriend is special charm, so you've got those 2 things. Beat Up, Technician, all this good stuff, very fun overall. You've also got Chilling Water. I didn't mention that as another debuffing move. Chilling Water is the same as Dismal Cry and Disarming Voice, although it's slightly weaker. Rock Blast, Bullet Seed, Pummel, Wallop, Fury Swipes, and Tail Slap are all loaded dice moves. So you've got Rock, Grass, Dark, Fairy, Fighting, and then Normal Stab. For loaded dice Technician moves, which with loaded dice are 150 base power with Technician, essentially. Obviously, they can go up to what is it? Hold on. I can't do math for some reason. 125, 187.5, yeah. They can max out at 187.5 base power, but you're not exactly prepping around that. You should be prepping that you get the minimum hits, which is why these moves are so early on, because you don't get loaded dice right away. You'll get it later on, probably in, like, I don't know, if I had to guess, like maybe the 30s or 40s. I'm not positive if that's for later on in development, but yeah, you can use those multi-hit moves early game for a 75 base power move essentially, because you can never play. Like, if you're the player, you should be prepping as if you're hitting the minimum amount of times. If you're fighting the AI, you should be prepping as if they're hitting 5 times. That's kind of the rule that I would use for multi-hit moves. Um, so yeah, I've covered pretty much everything I want to cover. Again, you can run a more utility-oriented, bulky Maushold for certain boss fights. Obviously the offensive stuff, and then the full house usability and rattled usability is genuinely very good. Especially because there's item clause. I don't know if I said that yet, but in this video, but yes, there's item clause. So rattled, I mean intended item clause. It's not force, but intended item clause for rattled. So that makes the speed boost from rattled even more useful when you might need to use a speed boosting item on somebody else. Not to mention, oh, the music just got weird. That was weird. All right, let me end this video now. Thank you for listening. If you listened this far into the video, leave a comment down below. Let me know if you made it to the end. I appreciate you, and I'll be back for more. Peace.